Welcome to Jamaica, the island of real bad man. Some real dog attitude, some real gang bang. No run for the fair, they not garbage pan. Step up! These are the moments when everybody gun loaded. We not instigate violence, but we believe in the self-defense no matter what. These are the moments when every gangster gun loaded. We not instigate violence, but we believe in a self-defense.
In Jamaica's relentless war and crime, the worst criminals end up on the True Island Stories platform. These are their stories. Welcome to True Island Stories. This is the Rodney Price aka Bounty Killer epic story part 2. Well, we left off in part 1, and if you haven't watched that, I suggest you do so with part 2 fluently. Alright, remember me I tell you say Bali is a dark individual, you know, man. And this is a true story. You know, say somebody out there say start one car run bear and press gas in a bad butcher. You know, a big artist story. How can I be for that man? I may go out, you know, I'll rise sitting and go so club and clock over them. It'll be a police then call for me, you know. Bread up, cho. Cho. Alright. Now me I tell you say Bali dark, you know, brother. And me I tell you say this is a true story. Alright. Who remember when time Cactus the hot over Portmore? Who no remember? Over upon the building upstairs there, so? Why if you no born a certain year and experience that, trust me. Cactus, Mirage, me tell you something, man. One night, me pilgrim them go over there and we turn up 9 line. When you look at me shuffling, you see start go on. You see me up in front. But we were in the back of the line and we don't know, you know. When black people say look at shuffling in a man, them now ask Christ no question and look for see how really a God. Everybody scatter. And a duck. So when we look now, a bally that we see that rat chick will peel out and dark. I say, yo, a sheriff has come shove me, no man. I should come shove my fire. I should come shove my fire. She come and shove, man. What? She can't wait like everybody else in the line. She a bumbuckler too, eh? But she come and shove, man. Oh, yeah, man. Yo, me and me dog, they bust out a laughing, man. To the warrior exploded about how he say it, you know. The man say, yo, a sheriff a shove me. She a shove. You see S at the H. Yes, when the man say shove me, all when we done, we are looking for get ratchet stab it up. See, man. Brother. You think Killa can cause bad word like him, brother? The man say, yo, she come and shove, my fa. Eh? She come say, man, stand up in the line and she come and shove, man. She come and shove, my fa. Eh? Oh, yeah, man. Dark. You don't think, but you gotta go on dark, you know, because you gotta now back, now, you know. Yeah, man, on the whole take a rig, man. You see me? Hey, look how much the powder keg explode at that, man. I tell you, the fuse light. Me, I tell you, man, the dog go from 0 to 100 real quick. But, you know, him colleagues, them calm him down, you see me? Yeah, man, we over there with him, and danger was quickly averted, luckily. I might say, Killa 10 times dark and that, but me don't know, brother. Alright, so what did Bali boss, and I never Killa? Poor Bali was a superstar, and I never Killa. You feel like Bali that helps so much people like Killa? It's a really good question, you know, leave it in the comment. But the two of them have said temper, but I mean, which one darker? Killa him, brother. You see me? Yeah, I tell you what. A job of Felicity, man, them say, that, yeah, them dark, but they kill a joke if you're around them, that, me, I tell you. Yeah, so, me, I tell you, man, I saw that shit with my own eyes, brother. You see me? I swear, me not as godly, but me not tell you that. But, I want to listen to this next part cleanly, you know, because it has a surprising twist. So, sometime, listen with an open mind. As I tell you, know, in a narration, you know, more while ago, you see him skill with some little trick, you know, so. Listen now on here. With a grain of salt, but listen good. See? Alright. Now, Rodney Price attended the Edith Dalton James Secondary School over in Doing Park, Kingston 20, of course, when one afternoon, tragedy struck. A tragic and eventful tragedy that would change the trajectory of Rodney's little life forever. He was walking home from school one day hurriedly when two warring factions from the community got into a heated altercation and a raging gun battle ensued. A pilgrim ease off a rusty pay showtime, chose his waist and start pierce and skeleton pan a pilgrim cross. He was club. Yo, the other pilgrim get dark under that time. Billy the Kid out with a teeth in dirty of it. And a fling skelly welly at him cross the road, no man. Loan exchange, not a no shot zone, no man. Yo, Rodney died for cover and tried to skedaddle away from the pilgrim's proceedings, but sadly, he was a day late and a bullet too short. Rodney got bullet. He felt the hot, painful skeleton and he picked up a wound in his foot. Luckily, he survived the ordeal and was taken to the KPH hospital and treated and sent home. Axe! A wrong move rally. Now that version is the version most people know. But Rodney got keckled up in his own community of Seaview Gardens. He was in the company of his compadres who went around the way to disarm a diabolical pilgrim who had promised Rodney friend when named Ratbat. Same have a hot skeleton with him name on it. Ratbat name, you know. You see a Gary Rod. And this was during the political era when, show a fight against Poe, liberate a fight against PNP. So Rodney and Fim flock them, feel them, I see that, and go around the dark and watch you and them fast all the settings. So the man them go around there, brother, and guess what? The man them not go buck up in a hot liquor darling in China. Yo, he said man them, so my man them not member, how the man them go around the fire. That China frog tail, they beat your pound. So them they now till a man goes up and shoot out him head. And Rodney ball out say, yo, see the fussy there? And step cross on the plywood settings. Chest broad. So the eruption start up, man, and the two sides start fling, go suck your this and go suck out your that, Till a man goes up and feel fame, I see that back in a part 2 and go so, and wheel off and anchor junk and start beat it fees off the crowd. Screw. Every man lift up like body. Be a dog yard and zinky feet. But while in flight, Rodney proved to be unlucky in the Cascas. He was hit by a skeleton, which hit him in his lower side. But luckily, it exited through his right shoulder. He did not suffer any major damage to any arteries. He was simultaneously unlucky and lucky. That Skellywelly could have lodged or exited through his neck, as said in his own words, and that right there could have been a Cersei in Rodney's teacup. But guess what? Don't knowing better is not the problem. It's those who know better and do not do better. No, that's the problem. And on that day, Rodney suffered. They rushed him to the hospital. He was bleeding profusely. He fainted. His dad picked him up crying, "Oh my God, Rodney." At one point, it was said, out of his own words, that police rush over and things are rabid again because people start fanning down car. He say me, and say, "Yo, I know everybody attack one time that sound like chaos." So the police them come guns out on them look. It was a juvenile who was injured by a bullet. And he might not have said it, but those cops saved his life because they gave him a police escort to the hospital. Now, if they had to drive, who knows? Maybe they'd have buck up in a traffic if they were by themselves. So, them police there, brother, if you give them a shout out, them save your life. The same police, them had a escort the car. Maybe 1 minute later, you never know. You'd suffer from major internal bleeding because the warrior say, "My blackout," you know what I mean? My blackout and him go to hospital, you see me? Him say, him subconscious, but him couldn't speak, you know what I mean? And him go inner outer consciousness until he died. He died. He blacked out. But God had greater plans for him. You were not gonna go the way of old Yalla when them take him, you know the story of old Yalla, them take him out to the back and shot him. He dog. Old Yalla. Alright. So, after the badness come down, yeah man, Rodney suffered. Because I'm telling you now, he never did for dead that day. Because you see a man was born for John, One I want to go try hang him. Send go buy rope now. Send go buy rope and walk go look tree. Eh? Walk go look tree branch hang him and see what happen. The branch broke. I tell you and drop in a field and kill it down there. I tell you. Heard. I come from. But as I always said, you know, out of every tragedy, there's some success story to be added. Same thing as saying behind every dark cloud, there is a silver lining. And that skeleton, oddly how it might sound or seems, that was Rodney's silver lining. Because he had felt how painful that felt, and he swore on that day, out of shame and ambition, that he was never ever gonna follow the dark and deadly path like some of his childhood cohorts, conglomerates. So from that day, he kept it on the crooked and cut it straight. And he's a man, his father couldn't be more wild in a man. Yo, alright. He come like thick him broke in a little Rodney years developer. That's true. He must use to dive out mud perch over riverton swamp as a little you be nice. You see me? Mud or clay or swamp water stuck in our maze. All the thick Nova-like plumes of smoke emitting from the diabolical toxic dump over Riverton City. You know, black up a base jump. But smoke and black ears. Check out Riverton dump smoke at that matter. Them tell they start bun. You better see them show you that. Yo, my over Riverton them play when we dash your boy, we don't play fine back, you know. You never know. No play alright. If they don't no catch you, I hug them down in the far last pack. Go listen at the Morgan store, no man. Oh, listen at the Morgan store, no man. Oh, they are looking at me, I show scream. Oh, looking at yo. And I look for a man show no yes temple right now, watch chat. Yo, go listen at the Morgan store, man. I want to throw more. Alright. Who knows what Nova is? Me can't really listen what me I go say now. Cause YouTube funny. Listen, when me say Nova, alright. Nova got chuck a gal. Now put the Nova and then put the chuck together. And that it name. That style. You have to style about this. And when me tell you about that, you know, is a very poisonous chemina, man. And it was constructed by, you know, the people and we are dash boo 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 over the U, the big U. Yeah. The R them, yeah. It was created by them. And it was allegedly used twice already. Once in a 2016 and again in a 2019 or 2020. Yeah, man. Them lick a brother with it, man. Alright, say, what I call it now? Siaga dash it pan manly. In oppositionly. Yeah, man. Dash it pan him, man. And him the pan he playing a ball. Yo, it's a deadly thing in a brother. Yeah, man. And guess what now? The dog goes up and use it now one place in a England name. Sal and then is and then Berry. So put the three of them together. Sal, Is, and Berry. That's what you get. You know, figure at school. Martell, you know. Come here to educate my people, them in a brother. So all you know want hear that part here, you know fast sound it. But sometimes, them say a good learner is a good listener, and a good listener is a good learner. Knowledge is key. Listen and learn. Alright. Listen me carefully. Me I tell you how dangerous that thing there is, you know. You see me? The nerve, you know. You see them go up and drop it over England. The man have to clear out the whole place, the Kantami. Yo, they have to dash a 38 vehicle, demolish that, demolish buildings and scotch. Anyway, it was believed to have Kantami. Low at 6 years and a lack of a year, we are shut down your nervous system. Darkenly, make you drink your own bodily fluids, brother. No year. Mash up your nervous system. Then you have a next one name. Sir, him in there, take the sir and add it with the in. You understand? Yeah, deadly. But that was developed in 1938 in Germany. And them first used as a pesty. You see me? Then one man say, you know what? I don't know say we can use this to fuck up la look at them on the lane, brother. Oh, no, do. How come I step? Yeah, man. That is on the lane. And then you have one. And next one, no, that one, yeah. The mother of all destruction. That one they cost £1 million a drop. One teeny drop. The whole place last. It started with a P and it ended with 22. Go look it up. Darkness. Yo. And that was just a simple synopsis of the ahms. So, go back to Rodney now. In father we call him and say, Rodney, come here. Hey Rodney, come here, man. Hey, run the side up on the corner. Look for when me a call if you can gash up on your boy up on the corner idly. I want to take a figure in here. Kunk in it. And Rodney just stood there staring. Not uttering a single word. But in his heart, he was dark, angry, and miserable. So he stopped taking financial support from his dad and became fairly independent from a young age, young teenager. He would hustle his own money to buy his own clocks, pepper seed pants, linen shirt, and whatever else was popping back in the day, hence his chain, you know where badness got. But little did he know that independence that he shown from a tender age would be the rudder in his sail, the compass in the musical mountains he had to climb. Little did little Rodney know that greatness awaited him in the dancehall diaspora, and he would become a dancehall legend, a boss of all bosses. We've come to the end of the Rodney Price, aka Killa, aka Ghetto Gladiator, aka Warlord, aka Grunggadzilla. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend so we can build up the algorithm. If you don't want part 3, tell me, I'm for stop it here, so, and just go back to the darkness. I'll do a darkness there same way, but make me know, alright? Bless upon yourself, make me know if you don't appreciate it. Darker Side of Paradise, the autobiography, narrated, written by the Guru as well. Smutfest, all are online, and if you need it exclusively, link up the Guru. And remember, if you need promo, link up the number on your screen, at the beginning of the screen, text that number and we'll get to you. Alright, best upon yourself. But if you choose to pick up the gun or the knife, then there's a chance you might end up in Two Island Stories. What will you choose? I
am Joy.
Pepper, you know the real G-thing, huh? How we grow up, sometime the road tough, side slow. Real patriots never buck, never fall. How they get to run, that's why. Back from the boy, we not do that. Boy, who no can't kill with joy, who no boy. Who from your soul don't know a wrong boy. Yeah, and a man bust a shot him off a pack up and boy. Pointed pon him head back and boy. Pop off him strap on him friend him for door. None of that, no assumption, I saw the ground run. Power, married to corruption. Criminal, bred from limited options. 10 generation, I see the said someone wanted man will live long. Name one. Things forever bury with not done. Name one. One good honest politician. Name one. And get a youth resilient. Back from the boy who no do that. Boy, who no can't kill with joy. Who no boy. Who from your soul don't know a wrong boy. Yo, a man better boy. And a man bust a shot him off a back up and boy. Pointed on him head back and boy. Pop off him strap on him friend him for door. None of that, you a man better. Things risky, fit the misfit. Death rate fit the logistic. Chris, I want the biscuit. Bait of crackers with the whiskey. You're not listening. Crime live here, so it's not visiting. Visitors, careful, you know what the business is. Murder, plunder, pillaging. Oh, bloodshed in all the villages. You name it, you will live in it. Death reach a door, special delivery. Nightmare, tormented images. Vengeance, bloody cycle continuing. But know you seek that, but it's no revenge. Looking at the mirror, there is no different. Man, we full of, hey, and we know we friends. Back from the boy, who no do that. Boy, who no can't tell with joy. Who no boy, who from your soul don't know around. Boy, yup, now a man better. Any man bust no shot him off a back up and boy. Pointed on him head back and boy. Pop off him strap on him friend him for door. None of that, you a man better. No assumption, I saw the ground run. Power, married to corruption. Criminal, bred from limited options. 10 generation, I sing the said song. One wanted man will live long. Name one, brings a fella with no name one. One honest politician, name one who. And get a youth resilient. Back from the boy, we not do that. Boy, can't kill with joy on the back. Who from your soul don't know a wrong boy. Yo, a man better boy. Any man bust a shot him off a back up and boy. Pointed on him head back and boy. Pop off him strap on him friend him for door. But none of that, none of that. Yo, you know the thing going on, set a seat up a beat, you know. Hey man, take it to man. Boy, man. Man, to them pepper.